Between Two Amps is proudly sponsored by Liquid Death. Right now I am enjoying a mango chainsaw.
I got some severed lime. If you don't know, they have some new flavors that have come out recently.
And they're amazing.
They're really good.
Yeah, there's a little bit of agave infused in there.
Yeah.
And so it really makes those flavors pop. I'm actually really stoked on it.
Yeah, it's really good. Murder Your Thirst, by the way, that's what I do daily.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I could possibly get through a podcast without murdering my thirst.
I agree.
I mean, really, I don't think I could riff.
Yeah.
Without murdering my thirst.
I mean,
is there anything that you can think of that you could possibly do without murdering your thirst?
No.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. I can murder my thirst. Perfect.
Perfect.
But I definitely murder a lot of songs.
It was a perfect thirst murder.
Perfect thirst murder. Thank you. Thanks, Liquid Death. Appreciate it.
Thank you to Liquid Death.
And watch our podcast.
Yeah.
I said watch our podcast.
Yeah. Listen to our podcast.
Yeah.
Thanks, and murder your thirst.
Yep.
He was looking for a life that would give him the feeling of being worthwhile.
Welcome to another episode of Between Two Amps and special edition gear rip through. On the show we talk a lot about the trials and tribulations and love-hate relationship with Floyd Rose equipped guitars, and a lot of that was just due to being young and not having a lot of the resources around to really understand how to set these up and how to use them. And truth of the matter is when Floyd's set up properly, it's extremely stable, and it's if you know what you're doing, which 85% of the way there, it's pretty trouble-free, and it's I've grown to love Floyd's, as most of my guitars have. I'd say 70% of my guitars have Floyd's on them. So talking about all of the challenges, I thought it would be cool to check out this product that I actually saw. It was suggested to me through, I don't know, some StewMac or Amazon or something link. So I thought I'd give it a shot, because if this works, this would be pretty much a game changer. So setting up trem bridges, you want to make sure that the tremolo is parallel to the body. So you don't want it leaning up or hanging back, because that can cause tuning issues and stability issues. So want to talk through do this live so you see what happens when I take this guitar and change it from drop C to drop A. So changing the string gauges, and gonna need to do some intonation, all the things that you normally need to do, but specifically in this video want to see if these Trem Wedge tremolo setup blocks make it as advertised, a super simple process to make sure that the Floyd bridge sits perpendicular, achieves proper float, with minimal effort. So wanted to get this ready for some upcoming shows, so need to change strings, set it up in drop A for some guide collider shows, and yeah, I thought I'd bring you along for the ride and see if these Trem Wedge blocks actually do what is advertised. So I'm gonna get these strings, take these off, swap them out, and see you in a few minutes. Actually, it's gonna be like that when you're watching this video. So yeah, let's just go to the next scene. Like, swapped out all the strings, getting ready to set up the float on the Floyd. Went ahead and swapped out the springs on this guy, put in some noiseless springs in the back there. You know, figured if I'm going in, might as well go all the way. So yeah, so what the idea is on these Trem Wedges is we've got 4 different sizes, and if you can see these, they're notched, so that way it will fit in the in between the block and the body, so that you get the bridge to float perfectly. So right now it's kind of doing that job. So gonna insert this and get it to the point where this is parallel to the body, and tune up the guitar to pitch. Of course, after restringing, stretch the strings, you know, thoroughly. Directions also say to make sure to leave the nut undone while setting up with the block. So I'm gonna do that, and once we have it to pitch, this is parallel. The last step is to take these claw springs and tighten them up until this falls out. You know, it says to go quarter at a time. And we're not too far off, so I think I guess we'll figure out pretty quick whether or not this is gonna work. Alright, so we're in pitch. Now is when we start to tighten it, and I'm gonna go quarter turn at a time. See this thing, get all excited about a new toy, and went a little far there. So it's definitely floated. Let's see if we're in pitch. We're close. Not quite. About 2 cents off. So let's see. All right. So there we have it. Actually, I don't know if you can see this in here. Got perfectly floated bridge. I would say these actually work. That's pretty killer. You know, I ended up getting these on Amazon, and there's 4 in the pack. Although, if you're able to measure the distance between the block and the body, you can probably get away with just 1. And what I saw online is if you actually go to the Skyscraper Guitars website, and I'll put the link in the story or down below, and because like, what platform are we on? I'll put the link down below. If you go to their website, it's actually a lot cheaper. I think it was like $10 a block. Got Duck over there. It's about $10 a block, and yeah, I guess the only thing I would say is I don't know how durable these are. If it's really hard to pick up how finely gradiated these are, which is perfect for setting up, but you know, if you're kind of ham-fisted with it, I mean, these are wood. You know, it could deteriorate over time. $10, is that, you know, worth saving the headache, or saving you some headache in floating a bridge? I will say, it's normally take, you know, when I was doing guesswork, you know, it could take, you know, an hour or two if I'm you know, completely resetting up a guitar, you know, in a different tuning with different string gauges. Yeah, that saved a lot of time. So, yeah, overall, I would say if you have a Floyd and you want to change tunings, change string gauge, do anything of the sort, or just, you know, set up your guitar, you know, if it needs a little TLC on the Floyd, and have an easy way to do that and float the bridge properly, I'd have to say, highly recommend this. Kind of a game changer. Next time we talk about this on the show, someone's going like, my bridge is always like this, I hate Floyds. Nonsense. Floyd's rule. You get to do little squealies and dive bombs and pull-ups and all the fun things. Why wouldn't you like them? Yeah, once you get good at changing strings, it takes a couple minutes. It's I'm thoroughly impressed. So for whatever it's worth, for a non-pro tech such as myself, this could be a game changer for you. Hey, thanks for tuning in. If you like the content that we're creating, be it the gear rip-throughs or the long-form interviews, it'd be fantastic if you could smash that like button and then punch the subscribe and kick the bell, and then a bunch of things will happen anytime that we put things up, and you know, it really goes a long way to helping us know what content resonates with you, and also, you know, that way you get to stay up to date with all the stuff that we've got going on. So yeah, do that, and thanks for tuning in.